Coming up on Dispatch tonight, your layout photos, the question of the week, and a big shout out. And it's starting right now. Good evening. You're watching Dispatch, the weekly variety show for model railroaders. I'm Roy Smith, your dispatcher. A big welcome to you here in the studio audience. It's good to see so many of you here. And a big welcome to all of you out there on YouTube. We've got a great show lined up for you tonight, so don't go away. We'll be right back after this brief message. On this channel, we share the world's greatest hobby with you in Dispatch every Tuesday night and layout updates every Saturday morning, right here. Don't miss out. Be sure to subscribe. Okay, as I said, we have your layout photos, the question of the week, and a big shout out here on Dispatch tonight. First up, your layout photos. A bunch of you posted photos of your layouts in a Facebook group called the N-Scale Union Pacific Evanston Subdivision Group this week. I have brought your photos over here to Dispatch to share with everyone during the show. And here they are. After the show, be sure to go over to the Facebook group, join the group, and post a photo of your layout there because we'd like to see what you're doing on your layout. It doesn't matter what scale you model in, and you can even post photos of your club's layout. I will put a link down below, and that will take you to the Facebook group. You will know you're at the right place when you see this photo of Echo Canyon on my layout. Next up on tonight's show, the question of the week. And this week's question is, do you have enough time to work on your layout? Why does it seem like there is so little time for working on the layout? A bunch of you responded to this week's question, and as you can see, a majority of you feel you don't have enough time for working on your layout. And why don't you seem to have enough time? Here's what you said. Many of you said that real life keeps getting in the way. Your job, your home, family responsibilities, doing chores, and running errands take up most of your time. Procrastination and health issues also affect the amount of time you can spend working on your layout. And even many of you who are retired say that you don't feel like you have enough time to dedicate to the hobby. On the other hand, quite a few of you said that you do feel you have sufficient time for working on your layout. But there's often those yes buts attached to your answers. For example, some of you said you have enough time, but instead of working on the layout, you often end up just running trains. Yes, you have enough time, but sometimes you don't feel motivated or don't know how to proceed with the task at hand. Or you have enough time, but you lack the space or money for building a layout. Or you spend a lot of time watching videos about model railroading instead of working on your layout. Those are just some of the reasons why you said you feel you have the time, but you may end up not actually working on the layout. Let me share with you a heartwarming response to the question from Gary Binder. Gary wrote, I probably should have plenty of time to work on the layout, but I manage time poorly. Before retirement, I was sure that I would have plenty of time to build models and get the layout running properly. However, as Roy Smith says, real life gets in the way. I spend too much time watching videos, then I shop for the latest must-have, then in good weather I like to enjoy doing some rail fanning. The previous list doesn't include household chores, being a good husband, and my grandpa duties. So yes, if I managed my time better, I could get a lot more done. However, I am pretty happy with life as it is. Gary, thanks for your thoughtful response. Me? Well, I feel that I don't have enough time to work on my layout. I'm retired, but time passes quickly. It seems like I've got tons of other things I have to do, things like grocery shopping and medical appointments. And I spend a lot of time creating videos about model railroading rather than working on my layout. I do have a to-do list, which you've seen before, and I do prioritize everything on the list, but I'm just plain slow in getting things on the list done. And I try to keep my layout clutter-free because I know that clutter slows me down. Perhaps I need to learn more about effective time management. But even so, I don't think there's any real reason to be in a hurry when building a layout. After all, it's a hobby, not a job. I'd like to thank all of you for your responses to the question. I enjoyed reading them and sharing them with you here on Dispatch. Now, to help you deal with that shortage of time, some of you may have enlisted the help of friends or family members in building your layout. And that leads us to our question for the coming week. And here it is. Are you building your layout by yourself, or is someone helping you? Be sure to post your responses to this question in the comments section down below. I will share your responses in Dispatch next week. Again, the question for the coming week is, are you building your layout by yourself, or is someone helping you? And now, it's time for tonight's big shout-out. And tonight's big shout-out goes to Don and the Nearly Historical Railroad Channel. I contacted Don, and here's what he told me. He said the layout is HO scale and includes a large HON3 section. It actually consists of 3 interconnected layouts. Don, his father, and a few talented friends are working on it. I can tell you this, the Nearly Historical Railroad just keeps getting better and better as each passing video shows. So let's go over and take a look at it.
This is Don with the Nearly Historical Railroad channel. And this video is different than my normal ones. Don't get used to this. This is a layout tour video. It's not the first part. There's another part of this video, so go back and watch the first part and we discuss a big chunk of the layout in that video. In this video, okay, so what you need to understand, I explained this once before. I see our train layout as not one layout, but 3 layouts in a sense. And that is because we have a narrow gauge layout that we acquired a long time ago, and we have this standard gauge layout that we acquired. So that's 2 different layouts. But then we have added our own stuff, personalized it, made it our own. And we've added things to connect the 2 layouts together. But really, I'm gonna go up the stairs and kind of just show you some shots from there. So interesting perspective. So here's Como, the depot in Como. And there's Como out there. Kenosha Pass, Kenosha Grade, or rather, Kenosha Pass over that way. Buena Vista, down on the bottom. Alpine Station, up there. Palisades, over there. Gonna loop back over this way. There's a Buena Vista Tunnels, Boris Pass, and Morrison in the corner, and our little mill craziness. Standard gauge layout with the cement plant there. All right, let's go look at this other side. Again, this comes back past the stairs, and there is going to be St. Elmo and Alpine Tunnel, and just freelance making up whatever stuff over there in the corner. Place to transfer cattle. Cimarron area, and back to the other side of the standard gauge layout. Double crossover back over there.
Okay, you've seen a bit of Don's layout here on Dispatch tonight. In fact, there's so much more on this video that I would like to show you, but can't in the interest of time. So be sure to go over to see the rest of it on his channel. When you get over there, you will discover that you could have a real video marathon. Don's channel is mind-boggling because his videos are detailed and he uploads them frequently. If you haven't subscribed to his channel yet, you really should. While you're over there, tell Don that Roy Smith sent you. I will put a link to his channel down below. Don, I want you to know how much I like your layout and how much I enjoy your videos. Thanks for letting me share your layout with everyone here on Dispatch tonight. Now, if you still haven't seen my layout update for last Saturday, be sure to go over and watch it after Dispatch ends tonight. It's called Under the Layout 2, Wiring Your Model Railroad Can Be Fun. In it, I take you under my layout once again to show you how I do my wiring. It's turning out to be a very popular video, so don't miss it. Be sure to join me again for my regular layout update this coming Saturday, and of course, next Tuesday night for Dispatch. I'd like to thank all of you here in the studio audience for being here tonight. We won't be having coffee and donuts after the show. Instead, we're going to have pizza. How's that sound? And to all of you out there on YouTube, thanks for letting me share the world's greatest hobby with you. Remember, there are tons of other videos for you to watch on this channel. You can click over here for 2 of them. Well, I'm Roy Smith. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you. Until next time, happy railroading.